point.
But here. Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the ManDem United podcast dedicated to all things Manchester United. So please keep all comments, all questions Manchester United related, please, people. And it's been a minute since we've managed to do one of these podcasts, and we're here to talk about a Manchester United win. But as you can see from the title, Manchester United gave us crumbs. We're starving. Relax. Word to my guy Eddie, who is now head of the creative when it comes to the titles for the ManDem United podcast. And as much as I want to argue him down, he right. Because we won 2-1 against Brentford, and we'll all get into the game and give our thoughts, including myself. However, the overreaction is crazy because we are starving, people. So we'll talk about that. Fenerbahce away. Jose Mourinho's Fenerbahce away in the Europa League, and then Sunday we travel to struggling West Ham as well. But like I said, keep all your comments, questions Manchester United related. Please make sure you run up the likes as well, people. Hit the like button on the video. Whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back after the live, hit the like button. Make sure you share this across all of the socials as well at That's Me Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV. You see it on the screen. That's on Twitter, X. Retweet and like from there. Share from the Instagram. And just as important, make sure you subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. And when you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. Make sure you hit the notification bell, people. But let me bring the man them in. You know what I'm saying? West Coast brothers in the building. Sheik is here. Eddie's here. What you man telling me, man? You man good?
All good, brother.
Hey, all good, man. All good. Hey, we finally win. You know, we finally get to talk. We finally get to talk about a win. But like Eddie said, you know, they gave us the crumbs. We need to relax. You know, this is we still starving. We still starving.
yo, I was there watching Forest Palace, hoping Palace win the game. So Forest don't go in front of us. Yeah, that's where we're at. That's where we're at.
Yeah, that's where we're at.
Hoping that winless
Our
Palace.
competition is Forest and them, man. You know, like
we literally talking to Nottingham Forest and them, man. We literally. We are, but before we continue,
we're watching Forest games.
We out here watching.
Bro, Eddie put in better.
Nuno in spirit, like we watching Nuno.
Eddie putting a better performance with these titles than Ten Hag's doing with this club, man. For
that
real.
is true.
Like,
that is true.
real.
Yeah, Eddie, you ain't trying. You do with these titles. These titles are fire. I can't lie.
This is crazy, bro.
This is crazy, man.
This is crazy. I can't even. We don't get into it, but I can't even start, bro.
We will, 100%. We go get into it without doubt, man. You know what I'm saying? We go get into it for true. But before we continue, obviously milestones here. We gotta congratulate Sheik, people. So everyone in the chat, Sheik finally hit 500 subscribers. He got there. You know what I'm saying? Love that. Hit that. Long overdue. Make sure you subscribe to Sheik TV. It's now rolled to 1K for Sheik's channel. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. I'm gonna add it to the title. But Sheik, congrats. Thoroughly deserved. Got there as I knew you was. Trust me, man. And you're gonna be at 1K in no time. And then the milestones are just gonna keep clicking as well. And when you do that 1K subscriber party, I will be there 110%. So yeah, man. Congrats.
Appreciate everybody in the chat. Appreciate all you guys, man. Everything for giving me a platform for all that stuff. And yeah, big shout out to you, Flawless. Like you're really the person who put me on. So I will always forever be grateful for that, man. So big up,
man. 100%. You did the work. So yeah, man. That's why we had to start that. So I love to see all the congratulations in the chat for Sheik as well, man. So big up everyone, man. Bigging up Sheik because we celebrate all milestones here. 500 subs, a K, 1.5. The list goes on, people. So yeah, and I'm gonna add the link into the title as well. And run up the likes on here, people. Run up the likes on the channel, please. On this video, I should say. And like I said, subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV YouTube channel also. But yeah, Sheik, we'll start with you. Manchester United 2, Brentford 1. Before we go to the reaction from some of our fan base on the game, your thoughts on the game?
Yeah. So like here, I mean, problems are there. We know how I feel about Ten Hag and this club and stuff, but I'm not gonna sit here and say like I'm mad that we won. I'm happy that we actually got a win. It was a win that we needed for sure, obviously with the run of form that we've been in. But the title of the video is exactly that. Was it a pretty performance? Was it a good performance? Not entirely. I mean, that first half, we were all on the watch along, all three of us. That first half was terrible. Like there was a point where we thought Eddie fell asleep again because
We did.
we didn't hear from him for a couple of minutes and we thought he fell asleep again. And to be honest, like I wouldn't have even been surprised because that first half was dreadful. Lineup wise, obviously injuries and stuff. A couple of them we have Mazraoui being out injured too, so we had to change a couple of things up. So Johnny Evans, every single time that he's stepped up, he's played it, he's done a shift. So good performances from him. First half though, like going forward, it was the same old Manchester United that we've been seeing of this season. But yeah, second half it was weird because second half we just came out as a completely different team. I'll also talk about the goal real quick too. Can I just go ahead and just call our club Incompetence United because it just feels like
You know what?
it doesn't matter what department we're in. It doesn't matter what department it is. They're all just incompetent. Like man are putting Vaseline on his head instead of bandages. And they had 4 different times to put a bandage on his head, and it's like, fam, we all are sitting
I keep
there.
saying this, yo. They treated him like he was a boxer.
Yes.
Like they treated him like he was cut in the fight. He
Like,
went back to the corner after the round and pushed him out.
They treat him like I'm gonna be real. At least out here in Cali, whenever the girl come out the spot with a tee on, shorts, and her forehead looks Vaselined up, she's getting ready to fight. That's what they did. They gave him the Cali girl treatment.
This is what I'm saying though. It's like you can tell. Okay, just from the initial impact, the man literally got kneed. Like it was like a UFC type knee to his face, right? Like
Fuck
you
UFC,
could just
it was Mortal Kombat shit.
Yeah, it was like, bro,
with that Liu Kang.
Yeah, it was really like it was crazy, right? But it happened, and then like we could tell. From the moment I seen it, I knew it was bad, and it was like, okay, you need to kind of like take him aside and patch him up and stuff like that. He comes back on and he's bleeding again. So then they try to take him to the sideline again, and they try to. I don't know what they're doing. They did no
Sheik. They did the same thing again.
Yeah. Okay. And then that's that, right?
Now
so
you're looking like Braveheart and shit.
No,
that's blood all down the face.
Exactly, bro. So that's just the first half. So he's taking off. The goal, obviously, we concede. Even though, like, I'm not saying, had he been there, yes, it would have helped us defensively in that situation. But Dallo, like, you should have tracked your run, and like the rest of the players should have done much better. But obviously, like that's. Everyone's trying to blame the referee. Oh, the referee shouldn't have taken off. It's not the referee's fault. It's our fault. Why did we had 3 different times to bandage him and we didn't? We're out here thinking Vaseline's a glue or some shit. Like it's not how shit works, man. So that's that, right? So that's the first half. Again, we go into the second half and this dude's still not bandaged up. Like you have 15 minutes. Okay, I get it if like the worst thing scenario, right? I'm sitting there in the first half. Worst case scenario, these men just forgot to bring the bandage out from the dressing room, which is cool. Like if that is the case, fine. You know what? Like if you don't want to run, like it's the half's about to end. You don't want to run back in there and bring it out. Cool, whatever. You're incompetence or shit, anyways. So I'm assuming you go back to the dressing room. You sit him down, you patch him up, all that type of stuff. Cool. This dude comes out again. Second half, more Vaseline on his head.
More grease.
More grease. Like, oh, dude, man. Like, we should just call this team Incompetence United because it don't matter if it's the construction, they can't fix a roof. It don't matter if it's the kitchen, they're serving raw chicken. It don't matter if it's the medical staff. It's like imagine a heart doctor pulls up and he pulls up without his stethoscope. Without the actual tool he needs to check your heart. Like this is what I'm talking about. And I don't know, man. But luckily enough, because had we had lost the game, I think that would have been a big talking point. Absolutely. But they saved it, and they surprisingly they played very, very well in that second half. I think that second half performance, I put it up there. Just that second half performance, I put it up there with Southampton, and Southampton's like our only other good performance that we've had. So, second half we came out as a much better team. Even like Bruno, credit to him, he actually got a good assist, but rest of the game he was obviously non-existent. Rashford surprisingly turned up, which was surprising to see, of course, because he hasn't turned up in all these games so far. Thanks. Great pass from him for the Garnacho goal. I mean, like Eddie's, made the title, the crumbs, we need to relax because man like Amad Diallo still for some reason can't get a game or can't even get game time. Like he could have come on in that second half and had a couple of minutes and maybe we go 3-1 or 4-1 up and he gets a little bit of confidence going into the next couple of games and the manager makes a decision. But no, we don't see any of that. And now we go and we play Fenerbahce in the Europa League, where we haven't won a single game yet, and it's Mourinho and Fred and Amrabat, these guys who Ten Hag let go of this club. Surely they have a point to prove. And then we play West Ham United, which, trust me, even though West Ham are struggling and are absolutely trash at this moment, they're probably looking at this game as this might be the game where we can use this to bounce back. And I feel like a lot of the teams kind of, that's how, and I'm not saying like that's how I view our team, of course, but that's how a lot of these teams view our club at this moment. And I get it, because that's just how we are and that's how we've been performing. But Brentford, it's like, it's cool. We win. Like, it's nothing spectacular. Like, it wasn't a very, very good performance, but we get over the line. And to Brentford's credit too, like, Mbeumo didn't turn up. Martinez did a very good job to kind of, keep him quiet. And Wisa and all those players, they also didn't really make an impact. So Brentford weren't all really there. But credit to United for getting the win. We definitely needed the 3 points. I'm tired of being on different panels and always like I'm the laughing stock and stuff like that. We finally get a win, but lots and lots more work to do. And Ten Hag's still out. Nothing changes. Nothing changes.
Yeah, big up Kaneki in the cut as well. Kaneki, you good first and foremost. All right. Let me ask you this again. Let me rephrase that question. Are you good outside of football? That's what I'll ask.
Yeah, I'm fantastic out of football. I'm seeing. Hold on, let me just. I remember for Real Madrid, I said that Brexit McTominay that we have, that the moment when his dumbass ain't scoring goals, everybody's going to be asking, what the fuck does he do? What the fuck does he do? And all of a sudden now, throughout the entire Spain, everyone is like, what was it that our journalists say? You had your hand open 6 months ago. Yeah? From you did your celebration, your hands been closed for the past 6 months now. Do you see this now? Mm-hmm. No other midfielder in Real Madrid do they question about why isn't he scoring goals. We don't question Valverde. We don't question Camavinga. We don't question Camavinga. We don't question Luka Modric. You wanna know why? Because these guys make goals. If that dumbass ain't scoring goals, what does he do? What does he actually do? Passion and desire don't run in Real Madrid. Yeah, like that's what people need to look up now, because you have some English media coming out saying it's a disgrace what's going on. How can Real Madrid question Bellingham? And I'm like, because passion and desire is not a stat here.
Yeah, for real, we know what they like, but we're gonna spin back. We'll go back to you, Eddie. Thoughts on the game? Talk to us.
Oh, the game was some bullshit. I'm not trying to, go too in depth, but the game was some bullshit. See, I've had it. I've had it, bro. I can't even enjoy wins.
You're fed up.
I can't even enjoy wins, because when we win, we don't even look like we deserve to win. We play. I'm gonna be honest. We play the worst football in the league. This is a league that has Julian Lopetegui and Nuno Espirito in it, and we play the worst football in the league.
Don't forget Sean Dyche.
And Sean Dyche. And we play the worst football in the league. And to be honest, shout out to Sheik. Like, give the man the flowers to show. You can do that. Me, I ain't got shit for him but dirt.
I'm just giving him credit for the assist, just the assist. That's really just the rest of the game. Yeah,
there
you go. Like, he still don't need to play and all that type of stuff. But yeah,
Leon.
I ain't got nothing for him there. You can see my pockets; they tapped out. It's bunny ears. I ain't got shit for him. Y'all said y'all thought I was.
Ain't nothing here for these guys, man.
No, they made me mute. The football was so bad, I just couldn't say shit, and I was just looking at it like, bruh, we are really this bad. It's some real work when you keep the ball and you still look shit when you keep the ball. Usually, you feel me? Somebody start passing.
It looks good.
You feel me? You got the one-on-ones. You got the anticipatory passing that you like to see. We don't got none of that shit.
Yeah.
I knew Brentford were trash because we got away with playing Lissandro at left back. Once he was doing that and we had no problems knowing the type of player that he is, okay, there it is.
Yeah.
Now to the goal. I'm just gonna be real. I think what we do is there's like a raffle in front of like the old Trafford like entrance point. Like they raffle off ticket numbers. They say 8, 9, woo. They pick one out, right? 8, they pick another one out. They pick another one out, right? And then they ask him, how would you like to be the Manchester United training staff today? And these motherfuckers go on the pitch and just do whatever the hell they want. They out here taking selfies. Player's leg is half off. They in the camera like these. Just taking a selfie. Out here rubbing Vaseline on man for no reason, no D.
Hey, yo.
It's just crazy.
Eddie, I said the same thing.
Hey, Eddie, you know what?
We don't. Eddie.
Eddie, we don't paper the cracks. We Vaseline them. That's what we do.
Hey,
We don't paper them.
Hey,
I'm
yo.
just saying, hey, yo, no Diddy, but that's what they do.
Hey, yo.
That's what they do, though. They Vaseline them. That's just what they do.
I don't know what he just said.
Hey, y'all, hey.
That
That's just, hey, listen, let's just be honest. That's what they do. That's
You
what
know
they
what?
do, man.
You know what the craziest part is, Eddie?
They're a bunch of Vaseline bandits. We're out here calling
Vaseline
like all these
bandits is crazy.
baby oil bandits and stuff. They're some Vaseline bandits.
Like how are you? All of you are a bunch of grown men. You see a man bleeding, and you're like, you wonder what I'm going to do? Rub some oil on that? Really? Really? No DD, fam.
Bro,
You see a man bleeding, and you're rubbing for oil?
Kaneki, you ever seen like those Spider-Man bandages? Just put one of those motherfuckers on him. Like, put the Spider-Man bandages on him.
Fam,
Like, just put those.
them Hello Kitty band-aids, fam. Put
Yes,
something,
just
fam.
put those.
Vaseline.
Just put those, man.
That's what I'm saying. Whenever you see
Just put tape.
a girl-
Just put
a girl
tape at
got
this
her,
point. You fucking have
her
tape.
forehead signed up. She out there with the black tee and the
Yeah.
team doors on.
Oh my
She
God,
fighting.
man.
She
That's
fighting.
what
She
you
ready
got
to fight.
She ready to fight.
She ready to fight.
Spatter
Yeah.
some
These
Vaseline
men-
bandits.
Oh
bro,
no,
for
this
real.
is too much.
No, Leon, explain it then. Explain it then. 3 times you go over to a man, rubbing his face or putting oil on him instead of just band-aiding up one time. 3 times, really?
You think my mom in 95? You think my mom in
Yo,
95?
right. All right. Everyone take a pause.
Fine. We'll stop. We'll
I'm moving
stop.
everyone, yo.
This
Take-
United
We'll stop.
did this. This is United's
United
fault.
did do
We
this.
wouldn't
Yeah,
be talking
this is
about
what they
shit
did,
if
man.
They didn't do it. If they
Bunch
didn't
of
do it, we wouldn't be
Vaseline
talking about this
frauds.
shit.
You like literally a bunch of Vaseline frauds, man. All they had to do
I need
was
a
just put a
boy,
band-aid.
Regardless
That's
of what
literally
organization you got going on over here. How the fuck you just gonna walk onto a pitch, rub Vaseline on a man, think that shit is cool?
yeah, bro.
Pause.
Freaking Johnson and Johnson spammers,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? Who the fuck is you? Y'all
They
just
need
ran off
to
the pitch.
forget Diddy,
rub
man. They need to
Vaseline
lock
on
these
this
people
man's
up.
head like he
Jeez,
was
like
5 years old.
oh.
Only one ever.
Yo.
Only my mom to rub Vaseline on my face. This man got grown man on the pitch, rubbing Vaseline on his face, and he got a gash in his head after taking a goddamn knee.
Facts. Crazy, like it's like you young and you got a cold and your mum rubbing Vicks on your chest. You know what I'm saying? It's like that type of thing. Yo, it's like what's going? This is
Okay,
professional
Three
sport, you know.
times.
You're okay.
3 times.
Yeah. Three
Three
times, you know.
times.
3 times, Kaneki. He was off the pitch and nobody said, hey, you know what? Let's just put a bandage on man to stop the bleeding.
That's what I'm
Nobody
And then you
thought
have
of
this
that.
top. Then you saw this top fan base walking around. My warrior.
They
Try
love
to
that
show
no
Vidic.
passion with the blood.
No.
Oh yeah, they gonna love that type of thing.
Let's
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
let's put
Hey,
it in
young girl, rub
context.
Vaseline on it.
Fam, let's put it in context. When Vidic was bleeding, that was to help us go 12 points clear to win the league.
This man did that shit for
Dillit is bleeding and took us from 12th to 12th
Brentford.
Yeah.
against Brentford.
You can't
This
say
clapped
nothing.
fan base.
So I'm saying, I feel like that our medical staff is genuinely like probably from the UFC. The dude got need like how people get need in the UFC. So they're like, all right, so let's forget football. This is what they do in the UFC. Let's just put some Vaseline on his head.
They
did
that. A whole gas.
That's exactly what they did.
Shit. It got a 2-inch gash in the middle of his fucking forehead. They're like, yeah, Vaseline do the trick.
Yeah. The trick.
Like that's what it reminded me of. Like when I'm watching boxing, you know what I'm saying? And someone gets cut and they do that. They'll like, all right, push him out for the next one. It's like, yo, bandage man up.
How bad does it look, brother? Your eyebrows are separated.
Yeah, literally.
You want to know what that reminds me of? Like, it's like in high school. Every single injury, you go to the school nurse, just ice.
Just ice.
Yeah.
Broken leg, get some ice.
Hilarious.
Broken leg, get some ice. Bust head, get some ice. Hey, this guy fainted, get some ice. Like everything is ice. Like really, no type of medical degree at all. Just a container of ice that fixes everything. Just ice.
Actually, to your point, right? I had a homie tear his meniscus in the 9th grade, and she told him, get some ice, you'll be fine. You young kids doing all that running around and shit. But he walked on it for 3 weeks, went to the doctor, said, yo, how are you walking right now? Well, the nurse told me I just had a bruised knee. Your meniscus is off the bone.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is, man.
Nah, man, just ice.
United for you. We are rivaling a school nurse who probably 83, just there for vibes.
7 grandkids, 2 great grandkids.
Yeah.
It's like the Christmas.
All swollen. She ain't trying to walk around. This is what we're dealing with. United, and to the crash dummies, the crash dummy front four that went out there on Sunday or Saturday, whatever the fuck it was. You're absolute scrubs. And somehow, some way, you managed to trick this fan base again into actually thinking y'all are worth something. It's unbelievable. Rashford with the assist. I'm going to tell you this right now. You can give that same angle to Rashford with no players on the pitch. He won't be able to make that pass again.
Oh, yeah. We know that that's not in like Rashford's locker in regards to making that pass.
When are we going to see it again?
Flawless said it on Flawless said it on stream. Flawless said it on stream when Rashford did that. Rashford would never do that again for the rest of the season.
Never. Garnacho.
Flawless said that on stream.
Watching. No, let me not say that because I was about to say something rude.
Yeah. You caught yourself.
Garnacho.
I don't think somebody is more annoyed by a player than you are, Garnacho, Eddie.
I am.
Your sheer disgust for Garnacho is hilarious.
Let me tell you, the thing. He thinks he's him.
Yeah, it's because bench players start talking like starters. That's why.
I hate it here.
Yeah, bench players literally start talking like starters, man.
I call him Alejandro Rapino.
Oh my God.
Got the same vibe. Same weak ass coconut cut with the platinum tips on it. I can't deal with it. You got no sauce with your game, and you just out here running around. And then Bruno somehow miraculously found a back heel to play.
Oh yeah, that was I couldn't believe my eyes.
Couldn't believe our eyes, right? Portland dig somebody. What the fuck is going on out here?
Yeah. Eddie, you want to know
Hoyland, that's what I said about when Kaneki mentioned. I said he won't do that again for the rest of the season.
Yeah,
that's the one I was talking about. It was the Hoyland dink. I was like, ain't see that for the rest of the season.
That Bruno, and for everybody that I saw bigging up that Bruno flick, here's a joke. If that Brentford centre back lifted his leg, that don't happen. That's how bad that flick was. It wasn't even if he flicked that no one could touch it. If the centre back literally just tilts, he stops
it's
that.
It's a game. Pause. It's a game of inches, but just like that game.
Yeah, pause.
Hey.
Why you just say fine margins? That's crazy.
God damn it.
Yo, that is wild. That is so hey, yo. That is
God damn it.
Horrible. That's nasty, mate.
God damn it.
Crazy. Yo.
In London,
Where's
Eddie,
my-
we say no.
Where's my yellow card, fam? Where's my yellow card? Where did you put them shits?
That is crazy.
Give me 2 minutes. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
In the UK, Eddie, we
Sheik's
say
finished,
nasty,
yo.
innit? That's nasty word, man. That's nasty word.
Sheik's finished, yo. Sheik is finished, yo.
You knew what you were doing there, bro. You're moving mad.
My fault. The pre-parts there would help it. Now.
Yeah,
I can't save
nah,
it,
that's
yo.
crazy.
I can't save it, yo.
That's outrageous.
Oh,
You
man.
good, Sheik?
Yeah, I'm good. Oh, I'm sweating. It's crazy.
I'm sorry.
The way he said it, so like serious too, you know.
Yeah. It's the delivery. Yo, man, I don't know what's going on. I know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, bro. I couldn't tell you.
Nah, because what it is, obviously, I can't even say.
Yeah, we're just not gonna repeat it.
Yo, yeah, I repeat it because it wasn't a pause. It was just funny. So, Brest are playing Leverkusen today. No, Wednesday in the Champions League. So we was talking about it, and then I was just this was on the playback yesterday, and I was like, yeah, the games we got coming up. I was like, yeah, we're doing a Brest watch along tomorrow. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. As soon as I said it, I knew it, yo. As soon as I said it. Yeah, it's mad. It's just funny, though. That's what Mandy's talking about. What a pause. It's just funny because it said it. Because that sounds wild out of context. We're doing a Brest watch along. But then man know what I meant. And as soon as I said it, I was like, jeez. I was like, yeah, I know what it was. Someone's probably clipped it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was crazy. Yeah. It was mad. Yeah, 100%. It was mad.
Nah, game like it's was bullshit, bro. Wasn't nothing to get excited about. Wasn't nothing to be proud of. It was just another game on the calendar. And he moved. Like, I have absolutely nothing good to say about these players. Definitely nothing good to say about this manager. Yeah, it's just a shit show right now, bro. So I can't even lie to you. It's not looking like it's gonna get any better anytime soon. It's crazy.
Eddie, I can't. Eddie, I'm struggling here, mate. I'm struggling with that last comment. Do you know what I mean? The man talking about shit show as well. Man said shit show, no pause, nothing. Do you know what I mean? You're even mad. I need a moment, man.
Oh, you need a moment. All right, cool. Before we continue to run up the likes. Just over 40 of you lot in the building. Let's get up to 40 likes. Hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to Sheik's channel, Sheik TV. You look at these children, man. These are childish, you know.
This is too much.
What did I do?
Because every time you say, yo, you put
that last time it came in like
you know why? Because because you know what, Leon? Because some AOs is crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's why. Certain ones is crazy. And nobody says that. Nobody says that. Nobody.
Listen, hey, don't blame me. Listen, the Vaseline one was crazy, but don't blame me. I'm not the motherfucker who's putting Vaseline on players' heads and shit, man. Like, that's not me. I ain't associated. Yeah, pause. I ain't associated with no Vaseline. Pause. I ain't associated with no Vaseline.
That sounds so, man. Yeah, we gotta cook though. We gotta cook.
Freaking the jumbo tub as well. Johnson & Johnson. Who needs to be oiled up? Pause.
Vaseline Bandits. These men are the Vaseline Bandits.
But yeah, the reason why I do the AOs is because like sometimes things get said and people it's like we ain't just bypassing that. And one, I know, and secondly, I know if it's me, that's not getting bypassed. Shout out to Saeed, it's his birthday today. Happy birthday to Saeed. But the one he did on Unfiltered podcast is hilarious. But he's like, yo, let me just enjoy something, man. Like, yo, that's just funny.
That's
just funny.
The greatest when they were talking about the biscuit.
The biscuit one is the biscuit pause. Biscuit pause, yeah, it's the crazy one. It was the
no pause beats Tony's though. No pause beats Tony's though.
Leon, you know which one? You know which one trumps the Tony one? That Saeed one. The biscuit one was worse, 100%. It was that bad that he cut the stream. He cut the stream because it was near the end, and he was like, "Pause." Yep, that's it, Jess.
All right, folks, take care.
Yeah. Because he was talking about dipping the biscuit when you have a cup of tea and you dip the biscuit in the tea.
Oh my god!
And he was talking about the biscuit, and he said what Judge said right here. This is what he said. It shit was hilarious.
Crazy.
No.
Crazy. I'm just like, bruh's lucky he didn't have the 100K at that point.
Yeah, he's lucky. He was mad. Me and Double A was finished, yo. It was me, Double A, Saeed on the stream. Hey, Manj, was that this year or was it last year? I can't remember if it was this year or last year. Was it? Yeah, Saeed said it. Saeed said it. Yeah. I've got the clip. I got the clip somewhere. I'll find the clip. I'll drop it in the group chat. Remind me, and I'll look for the clip because I've got it. I've got the clip. I can't remember what stream it was, but these lot will know. But I can't remember if it was this year or last year. It was either early this year or late last year. Was it last year?
Double A was the worst, and now it's nothing. Do you know what I mean? Double A was the worst.
It's crazy. Yeah. Double A be Wiley. Shout out to Double A. Warrior J, where Saeed was talking about, it was right near the end. It was me, Saeed, Double A on the stream. It was just us three. It was Unfiltered podcast, and he was talking. For some reason, we were talking about biscuits, and we was like talking about dipping when you have a cup of tea and you dip the biscuits in the tea. And then Saeed said what Just said in the chat, and he went, "Whoa, pause." Yo.
It was too late.
Yo, it was too late.
And then he cut the stream. Can't save. Yeah, pause can't save that.
You cut the stream.
Pause can't save that. You have to end the stream, Dave. You have to end the stream, Dave. That's
yeah, he did. But all right, we get back to the football, Leon. Thoughts on the United Brentford game? You need a minute.
Yeah,
all right, I'll give my thoughts then. If you need a moment, you need a moment.
A whole bunch of shit going on, man.
I don't know what's going. See what United have got us two people. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even 40 minutes into the show, and we here talking about everything but the game.
Well. Every time I try and chill, it's the comments. Man.
Yeah, the comments be wild and big up to the community, man. Sarcasm City TV, you lot are the best. In regards to the game, because I've spoken on it, obviously on the watch along afterwards as well. First half just summed us up in a nut. The first half performance just summed up Manchester United in a nutshell. Not really too much happened. There wasn't, like Eddie mentioned, the passing and just, even though we had possession of the ball at times, even though Brentford had more, there was just nothing going on. Brentford were pretty poor, and it was two teams who were pretty much mediocre. I don't remember anything of note happening in the first half. Defensively, we were fine, which we've been for most of the season. It's just the fact that in the bigger games, in particular Liverpool and Spurs, just our two biggest games in terms of profile, we've defended very, very poorly, and people have took that and acted like that's been us the whole season, where when you look at it, our defending ain't been world class, but it's been decent. I think we've conceded 1 goal in the last 4 Premier League games, and that's testament to the defenders from an individual standpoint. But nothing really happened. Our attack, we had the worst quartet, like Garnacho, Bruno, Rashford and Højlund. Never mind those 4 as individuals. Those 4 as a quartet is even worse, because not only are they not good individually, they're not good. That's not a good combination. Yeah. Nobody makes anybody better there. Like Garnacho don't make Højlund better, Højlund don't make Garnacho better, and so forth and so forth. And then up until the moment we're talking about with De Ligt, and that just shows Manchester United's incompetence in a nutshell. Man, it's bleeding. Put a bandage around his head. This is rarely said. 3 times this happened. 3 times the medical staff took the lid off the pitch and nobody there. All the medical staff, all the coaches thought, all right, this hasn't worked the first time. Second time, let's put a bandage around his head. You bring him off a 3rd time. And if the lid's on the pitch, do we concede the goal? Maybe, maybe not. But that's just Manchester United's incompetence showing. Second half, to the credit of the team, we actually came out better in the second half. The intent was better. The purpose was better. We're actually moving the ball well. And something I've not said all season, and something I've not said in a long time for Manchester United. Individual brilliance got us over the line. Normally it's a mistake from the opposition, or the mistake being awful. Those 2 goals there was quality from those 4 players. The pass from Rashford, quality pass. Finish from Garnacho, top quality. Because Garnacho had, I believe, 10 shots. And he was having an awful game. But like I said, Rashford played the pass, great pass. Garnacho, great finish. We back in the game. And then even the second goal, Bruno, I don't think I've seen Bruno get an assist where he's got his back to the goal. Never have I seen that before. Exquisite touch round the corner, top quality. And then Højlund, not only did he pick the right decision in regards to dinking the goalkeeper, the execution was on point. Now, if we do that more often and these 4 continue like this, I'll praise them. Do I believe it will happen? No. Do I hope to be wrong on that? Absolutely. But it was those 2 pieces of play from those 4 individuals which got us over the line. And that's credit to those 4. And we continue to defend well, because Brentford didn't really threaten too tough. They really didn't. Eddie mentioned it. You got Martinez at left back. Okay, that's a bit. But you got De Ligt, who I trust from a defensive standpoint. Johnny Evans, same. Dalot, even though he lost his man for the goal, the same. Casemiro showing that he can still play football because people will act like he can't. Leave the football before the football leaves you because he had one bad game against Liverpool. He's not gonna have a bad game. This is not me saying he's great, but what I'm saying is he can play to a good level in the Premier League, as he's shown. Came on the pitch against Spurs with when we went down to 10 men was fine. Played at Porto was fine. Played away at Villa was fine. Played at home to Brentford, fine. Now let's say he would have played bad in those 4 games. What would the conversation be? How many content creators would be in the title talking about Casemiro being fit? Notice it's not been mentioned, people. Since the Liverpool game, notice Casemiro hasn't been spoken about at all in terms of playing when he's got back in the side.
They always need a scapegoat.
Yeah, people trying to run agendas, and this is not me saying Casemiro's the best in the league or he's world class. I'm saying he can play to a good level at Manchester United Football Club still.
Especially
in the
with
Premier
the shit
League
that we've got in the squad.
Yeah, and especially with the stuff around the Premier League. Like, no disrespect. James Ward-Prowse can play in the Premier League, so can Casemiro. I'm just using him as an example. And there's many other midfielders as well. If you got Cook, you know what I'm saying, and them man in the Bournemouth midfield who cooked Arsenal, they can play in the Premier League. I'm sure Casemiro can. And him and Eriksen is a good foil for each other as well. Anyway, talking about partnerships, I like that as a pivot considering what we have. So, yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on the game, people. And yeah, to Madison who says Bruno was one of the worst in the game. Bruno'd. That's just him. That's just what he does.
One point I wanted to make about that midfield too that you were talking about, Flawless, is I don't know if people realize this midfield that we had. Obviously you guys know what we think about Bruno, but Eriksen and Casemiro, in his first season, this was the midfield that he went with to the Big 6 teams away, and also when the Big 6 teams would come and play us at Old Trafford, and it was successful because in that season, and obviously don't take this as me like praising him too much, but in that season we beat every Big 6 team at home under that midfield. So the fact is, it's funny how, he at the start of last season and also this season, he had questions over Casemiro. Eriksen, we've seen that even though he's been fit, he hasn't sometimes gotten like a run of games and stuff like that. I just think it's really funny that now that your job's on the line, you go back to the same midfield that you had started with, even though you had bought all these midfielders in between to try to change it up. But you go back to the same thing when we were telling you, you don't need to change stuff. We needed to improve on players, but you didn't need to change it if in terms of the style. But now he's back with the same midfield, and look how they played today. And yeah, not today, sorry, on this weekend. And yeah, hopefully he goes with it, but we'll see. And it also it has to do with
Bruno's suspended, remember? So it's going to be Agate, Casemiro.
Yeah, the card.
No, the red card he got, remember?
He got one against Porto.
Against Porto. Remember, he got sent off. I'm saying Dr. Pot didn't want to play Fenerbahce away.
Isn't that the one they appealed and he got thingy? Or was that another one?
No. The one they appealed was the Spurs one.
Oh yeah, and then he got it the week after.
Yeah, because he tried to duck the Aston Villa away game. But hey, that's all uncomfortable conversation. Certain people's captain, leader, legend, and the best signing we've ever had, and he ducking tough tests.
Crazy.
Man ducked Fenerbahce away, tried to duck Villa away, ducked Anfield away. But hey, you know what? This is your guy. Yeah, man. And that was someone who defended him. And now look at it like, this is too much of it. This happens too often. Where you getting suspended and it's a tough away game.
Our captain is scared of going to play against our biggest rivals. Make that make sense, man.
Yo, man said, no disrespect. Scared. Man scared to go Villa away. No disrespect.
Yeah. Crazy.
Not even disrespectful. Villa away. Man tried to duck. And Villa are a good side, but this is not saying you should be ducking. You shouldn't be ducking anything. Yeah,
you shouldn't be ducking any game. Forget even just like Villa. You should be ducking any game. How much money do you get paid? And you're ducking games.
Ducking games.
It's crazy, man. You wouldn't get paid.
That's the thing. He got paid.
He got paid.
Once that check hit, once the 1st and 15 come around and that check clears, shit.
Trust me, man. Rashford's on that same thing. Ever since that check hit, he's been absolutely dreadful. Ever since that check hit. But when that check didn't hit and he was fighting for that check, we saw a 25-goal season Rashford. So, yeah. Under the same manager.
What was that boxer saying? It's hard to train when you're sleeping in silk.
Mayweather, yeah.
For real.
Yeah, it's fact. I think it was Mike Tyson you mentioned.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Mayweather. It wasn't Mayweather, yeah.
Was it Tyson? It was Mike Tyson,
hard to get up in the morning when you're wearing silk pajamas.
Pajamas? Yeah. I think it was. But it's like you wear silk. But Leon, your thoughts on the game?
I didn't watch it because I was traveling. I had an event on the weekend, but watched highlights. It's just what should have happened. I mean, look, what is it? It's like, I was thinking about it today when I woke up here, and I was thinking like, United's like a roulette table, isn't it? You just literally spin the ball. You're going to win at some point, but how many times do you lose to get the win? And that's literally what we are at the moment. We are literally just Mr. Roulette, innit? Like we've probably got, it's probably like 32 numbers on the board, I think it is. Is it 32? Whatever. And then, is it 32? It's 32 numbers on the board, isn't it? And then it's like, I don't know, if you had like 10 chips, that's United right now, isn't it? Every now and then you're going to land one of them 10 chips, but then you're still going to lose. So it's like, yeah, I won, but the last 10 times you lost, innit? So it's like, it's just, we had to win, innit? It's nothing special. It's one game. Saeed was saying that on the, on the Straight Jacket podcast yesterday that like we've never won more than 4 games in a row of Ten Hag, I think it is. So it's like,
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, honestly.
At this point, he would have to do what Nuruddin just said yesterday about win 12 to 15 games in a row for me. Or sorry, or go undefeated for about 10, 15 games for me to even get like a little bit of hope. That's gone. Do you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, we had to win. Brentford, obviously, I knew they're not going to be as strong this year because Tony went. So it's nothing to scream and shout to the hills about, innit? It's like we had to. When you're in 14th, you got to win at some point, haven't you? And it's not like we beat them 4-5-1, is it? So
yeah,
I don't even blame. I'm never the kind of guy to go, oh, it's the Delit thing, why it's a 2-1 and stuff like that. Even though it might be the case, you know, with the whole him taking long to come on the pitch and stuff like that. It's like, why have we not scored more goals? Why haven't we won it 4-1?
Because we're not capable.
Yeah, and like when it comes to things like the Bruno flick, that epitomizes everything I've just said then. It's like every now and then when you try one, it's going to come off. But
yeah,
how many of you tried to get to that point? So I'm not. One game, innit? Like,
I said this before too, like on this show as well. Like Ten Hag relies massively on individual performances.
Oh, massive.
Because he does not know how to like.
That's his whole attacking system.
And you know what it is? That's why our attack struggles because we don't have the individuals to rely upon.
Yeah.
And if you have it this way,
that was just about to say. That was what I was just about to say. It's so hilarious that he relies on individual quality because let's be real. In the 2 goals that happened against Brentford, Eriksen played a hand in both of them.
Yeah, Eriksen's been, sorry to cut you, Kaneki. Eriksen, there's no coincidence that we played our best football with Eriksen on the pitch for me. But carry on, Kaneki.
No, it's not. Because when we're like, as a system, I'm like, we've never had a system. The only manager we've ever had a systematic attack with was Van Gaal.
Yeah.
Under Mourinho, our tactic was Pogba and Inshallah. Under Oli, our tactic was Pogba and Inshallah. Now at Manchester United now with no Pogba, you're like, where are we getting the goals from? And I'm like, we had someone in our team that could get the ball from deep and dictate play in our own half. There were points in the league where that man made 20 goals in the league for us and got no GA for it. Yeah, 20 goals just from in our own half, collecting the ball and just spraying it on a quick counter. One to the wing, and we just score off of it. We've gotten so accustomed to it now. When you look at Manchester United now, you're like, we're out of ideas. And I'm like, we're not out of ideas. We never had ideas.
Yeah.
Man United never had ideas. To be out of ideas.
That's facts.
Yeah, to be out of idea, you should have an idea first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we all know this too. Like these men, this stuff that like Bruno, the flick and all that, and Rashford's pass, these men do this like damn near every single game. It just doesn't work out. And it just turned out that this game, it worked. And that's literally just what it is. If you shoot the ball like 100 times, you're probably going to make it once or twice. You probably will. But look at how many times you're shooting. So it's like, it's all individual. It's all individual performances. That's why he used to bring on McTominay time and time again, because McTominay's individual performance where he can just crash the box and score a goal, which we all have admitted he's actually pretty good at. That's what saved him in certain games, and that's what he would basically do. He doesn't want to bring on Ahmad because
it's like Rashford. Because like if you look at his free kick stats, it's the same thing. Every now and then it's going to work.
Don't say free kicks. It's just kicks. It's just kicks. Ain't no free. It's kicks.
He's really only had.
That's what it is. It's kicks.
For United, I can think of was only like one free kick, the one against Chelsea.
I think the percentage is like 8% or something stupid. Or
this man scored that Buki free. This man scored that Buki free kick against Celta Vigo, and that was it.
Yeah, that's right.
We just put him on free kicks ever since. That one Buki free kick against Celta Vigo in 2016, and everyone was just convinced he was a free kick taker. We literally took the ball from Juan Mata, our best free kick taker, and gave it to that scrub.
Yeah, real talk.
Facts.
Mata could actually take them like consistently if you knew certain
free kicks for us. He scored multiple free kicks.
Mata scored multiple free kicks against us.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know when you get Mata in that space, like on the right hand channel, and you get it like not far from that, you just know it's a one Mata free kick. Like you just know what he's gonna do. And
Remember the goal he scored against Juventus when we got the group of death?
Yeah, Juventus away. He scored.
Him and Paul Pogba.
Oh yeah, when Mourinho was doing the.
Yeah, him and Paul Pogba just dominated that game. It was just him and Pogba versus Juventus. That man scored that free kick, and I was like, and think about it. Pogba had to take the ball from Rashford and give it to Juan Mata because Rashford was about to take it.
Yeah.
Well, for true. No, I remember. For real.
He scored like a bunch of free kicks for us, man. Mata. Like I remember Newcastle away final days. I think this was like the Moy season. He scored a free kick. There's been like a couple of games, but yeah, it's just like individual brilliances time and time again. We've said it again and again and again. That's why you see our team struggle, because we know that these players individually are not good enough. And the fact that
in particular attackers.
Yeah, in particular attackers. And when you constantly rely on them again and again and again, this is what you get. Even in the season, our first season, Ten Hag's first season, we all were saying, you take away Rashford's goals, where are the goals coming from then too? Because Rashford, everyone was happy because Rashford scoring the 25 goals. So you're not going to look at the other players like that. But the other players were woeful too. Wout Weghorst didn't get any goals for us in that season. So it's like the season after that.
Before you go, Kaneki, one second. Sheik, I know you got a dip. Yo, let them know where they can find you, what you got coming up, all that good stuff from.
Appreciate everyone. Every single time. Sheik TV, like, follow us at the start of the channel. We've just hit 500, and we ain't going to stop. We got a lot of content coming up. So tomorrow I should be going live for a career mode, and then I have a lot of this weekend we have some watch alongs, so I'll be doing the Arsenal versus Liverpool watch along on my channel too. And then Monday we're back with Mud Brothers, where I will be having 2 special guests. Just a hint, it'll be an Arsenal fan and a Liverpool fan. So I love that. Yeah,
big up, man.
Hey, you know what? Man. DM me those 2 guests, like I want to know. You know what I'm saying? I will be there, man. 100%.
I got you.
I mean, but yeah, WhatsApp me. Send me a message. I want to know. But yeah, you lot subscribe to Sheik TV. Links in the title. Go subscribe to Sheik. That's my bro, man. Subscribe to his channel. Congrats again on the 500 subs, fam. Roll to 1K.
Appreciate that.
Make sure none of that mad talk on your channel, man. Do you know what I mean? None of that Diddy talk on your channel, man.
Leon, you be there. Look at him. You be encouraging it, yo. You know what I'm saying? Yes. You, Leon. Yeah. You be encouraging that shit, yo. This guy, yo.
Crazy. No, but all good. Big love to everyone. Make sure you guys smash a like, man. Make sure you guys smash a like and subscribe. Love.
Blessings.
Yeah, man. Bless up, man.
10%. It is blessings. But yeah, speaking of again, subscribe to Sheik's channel, hit the like button there, subscribe, get us up to 50 likes. We have spoken on the Brentford game. You lot get your questions in. The best questions are star. Please just keep them Manchester United related. We have the small trip on Thursday away to Fenerbahce and Jose Mourinho. Leon, thoughts on that trip? Confident going there? Talk to us.
Confident?
I'm asking the question. Are you confident? I'm asking. We coming off a win?
Really and truly, anything can happen in that game, innit? Because like Mourinho has his off days and stuff. But the way it's so hard to analyze any like performance coming up because we're so poor in so many areas. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's so hard. Like it's not even like we are Maresca Chelsea right now, and it just didn't go our way on the weekend. I'd be like, do you know what? Let's play that again, and we'll probably get a result. It's just. Like, and obviously that might sound mad because people would say, "Oh, we played well on the weekend," but it's like this whole squad, this manager, this setup, this system. Well, sorry, Kaneki, this lack of system. He's right. It's bang on the money. I've got a feeling that Mourinho's going to do a job on us. To be fair, I've got a feeling.
So even with no Bruno at the midfield, because it's going to be. Because I think, obviously, Bruno's suspended.
Oh, right. Maino's injured. This game. I keep forgetting that.
Maino's injured. Mount's injured. Bruno's suspended. So I think it will be Agate, Casemiro, Eriksen. Does that feed you with more confidence?
If Eriksen's in the 10, then yes, it does. But at the end of the day, I don't know what this guy's going to do. I really don't know what he's going to do. He could do some madness. Like, what could he potentially do, guys? He could put Eriksen in the 6 with Cass.
Harry Maguire as a box-to-box ball-playing right winger.
Is there anyone else that you could potentially play in the 10 that you one of his?
Nah, just Eriksen. That's it. Because he's not gonna
don't say just Eriksen
unless he decides to go Casemiro. No, unless he decides to go Casemiro, Eriksen, and then play Xerxes and Højlund.
That's another. He can put Evans in the 10 as well.
That's hilarious. He could.
We watched him play Amrabat. We've watched him play Amrabat at left back. Evans in the 10 isn't far from the stupidness he do.
Oh, by the way, he's still gonna play. He's still gonna play that front three. He's loving that.
Yeah. He's gonna play. It scored 2 goals, man. It scored 2 goals because the whole situation with it is what is going on with it right now. Just to give my input on it, it's just this.
Go on, give your thoughts on the game.
It's just basically this now. So I completely forgot that Bruno dot this game. I completely forgot that he dot this game. So what we're going to actually see today is on that day is basically the same shit we saw against Brentford, just with no Bruno.
Yeah,
that's basically what we're going to see. We're going to see that Megan Rapinoe on the left. On the right. We're going to see him there. We're going to see Marcus MBE Youngboy on the left. We're going to see that Asgardian Miley Cyrus up top. Those 3 are yeah, those 3 are cemented in now.
Yeah.
It's just these. Will they inject Mason Mount with the super soldier serum so he can play tomorrow?
There's no super soldier serum that can't be saved. He can't be saved. That's what I'd say.
Why?
I know he can't. No, I can't be. I know he can't be saved. Just give him a sensu bean.
Serum. Even with
they're going to give him a sensu bean just for that game. All right, because the stupidness what I see him doing though, and you can quote me on this, is he's going to try and play Xerxes and Højlund.
I could see him doing that. That's an option. That's an option. If he think about if it's Cass, Eriksson, Xerxes, that's a midfield trio I trust to actually move the ball and progress the ball and keep it and have some purpose and intent. Because one thing Fenerbahce are going to do, I believe, I could be wrong on this, is give us the ball. So with those 3, there is certain. Now, the 3 in front, you're just hoping that they have moments like they did against Brentford and then that gets... Because I know, I've got watched Fenerbahce, only seen their results have not been too good in their last game in the league. I think they drew, and they drew to 20 as well in the Europa.
Yeah, they
so
did.
It's not like they're flying. It's not like
they did, but I know I've watched Fenerbahce as I watch a lot of football, so that's not a surprise.
What's the style they're
going... Yeah, you can tell us. Yeah, because you watch him. Yeah, tell us.
Yeah, I can tell you this right now. Fenerbahce, prepare for a couple of players to at least come off that pitch injured. Mourinho is going to literally tell them to rough up the players. Man United players are going to get thrown. I'm just going to tell you to expect that. Players are going to start getting thrown all over this pitch. How he uses Fred, how he uses Amrabat is he uses them as bruisers. So what he's going to do is just tell them, because Man United players are soft, is to rough them up. That is how they've been playing so far. How they've playing in the league so far, Fenerbahce, it's actually been decent, especially that since they have an attack that's 50 times better than Manchester United. United with Mario Icardi and these guys. Some results haven't gone their way, but it's just because of poor refereeing, and the less said about that, the better. And no matter which league you're going, the referees are still almost the same. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But I'm going to actually. I don't even know if I should actually watch this game or just watch another movie. I really don't know.
You probably because I want to watch the movie. You probably better off watching the film. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I know I'm better off watching the movie. Like, you really think I want to watch Garnacho and these guys stink it up in Turkey again? Like again?
Mourinho tactics. See the problem.
So,
go ahead, Kenny. My bad.
No. Because what I'm going to say is Mourinho's team defends in a low block. Let me just explain. Let me just bring that up. Man United's team, Fenerbahce is in a rigid low block. A rigid low block. No one in Manchester United's team knows how to play against the low block.
Yeah, literally.
So the only thing I can actually say why I'm saying he has to play Xerxes, but knowing this manager, he doesn't do what he has to do, is because you could have Xerxes be a hold up to players to run off of.
Yeah.
But who are those players going to be though? Because he could flick the ball as much as he wants onto Højlund it's not going to stick. It's not going to stick. Xerxes could try and link play as much as he wants. Our entire front line are a bunch of incompetent fools.
This is why I'm not even arguing about who's best in what area. You know why? Because our attack's awful whoever plays. I'm not arguing not good enough versus not good enough. I leave that to others. I'm done doing that. I've been done doing that. I've said this before. I'm saying this. I'm going to stand on this and start saying this again and again. I'm not arguing whoever's in our attack. Would I prefer to see Diallo play? Yes. Because I think he's the one who's actually, like, from an individual standpoint, can do something more than the others. But I'm not arguing not good enough versus not good enough. Hey, take a natural 7 in the chat before you go. That's if you think Hoyland offers more, that's cool. Like I've just said. Let me just state this before you go. I'm not arguing not good enough versus not good enough. I don't think either of them are good enough, to be honest. But hey.
Yeah, I'm not going to, because you're like, he missed 5 chances 1v1 against goalkeeper. Last season in 0016's game, he missed 37 1v1s. 37. In 16 games, Rasmus Hoyland missed 37 1v1s. Would you like to continue this? Because I got a lot of stats on Rasmus Hoyland.
Cool. Again, we man went double.
But we're not going to go there. We're not going to go there.
Hey, you know why, Kadeki? Because man went 0016. There's nothing else to discuss.
0016, 37, but Rasmus Hoyland.
It's like the Ten Hag inners and people still backing the manager. Like it's over. We just keep it moving. We just talk about
exactly why I put the title as is. People. What you are victimized with from this Manchester United team, it's not normal. It's not normal whatsoever. This team.
Your connection's moving a bit dodgy, Eddie. Jump out, jump back in. Yeah. Jump out, jump back in.
Yeah.
Jump out, jump back in.
Because
go on, Kenneth.
Because you're like, last season, 16 goals with no service. Okay, and now Xerxes in that same attack with no service. Like, are people forgetting this? Rasmus scored this goals and had no service. Okay, so all we did was we just put Xerxes there. The service is the same, but now it's a different player up top. Why do you expect anything to change? My car has 4 flat tires. I am going to take out the engine and put in a brand new engine. Does the new engine fix the 4 flat fucking tires?
Yeah, you're right. And that's why this is what we've resorted to regards to. That's why I'm arguing, because to Kevin there, who says, like, but Xerxes isn't good enough, Golden Boy 0016 gets excuses because he's young. Because here the thing is, I don't think either of them are good enough. That doesn't mean I think Xerxes, and let me just clarify that. I don't think Xerxes is a bad player. I don't think but is he good enough? No, I don't think he is. Both are not good, but again, to Ganacho 7, cool. We can agree to disagree. You can stop ranting.
Yeah, we can disagree to disagree.
You can stop going on about it. Let me just state this again. I'm not arguing not good enough versus not good enough.
Not good enough.
Made your point. Cool. We're not going to agree on it.
We're not going to go any further because it's the same thing I said about him. Yeah, it's the same thing that I said about it when you asked me about Xerxes, and I said he's a chameleon. If the team is good, he'll be good. If the team is bad, he'll be bad. We're seeing it right here. How is it that why am I a better scout than Manchester United's scouting team? But we're not going to go there.
That's
for the further.
The amount of times I credit you or Jez or Steve, and but carry on as you were. That's fine.
Yeah, but for the Fenerbahce game, I really want to mute this guy, but I'm not.
Yeah, I'm mute him. I got you. Carry on, because man just looking attention, so man don't want to listen. So you know what, man can.
So for the Fenerbahce game, what I actually want to see though, since he's trying something right now with the back line with this. When everybody was saying Lisandro Martinez can play left back, okay then. So let's run that back line again then. Let's see that back line again then. Because Mazuari is he fully fit or is he still on the men's. I don't know.
Mazarawi was in the squad. Did he get on?
I know, but he wasn't 100%. That's what I'm saying.
He won't be 100%. No.
Yeah, because he still has the heart thing. He's still the heart thing. Yeah, no, I don't want him to play. The last thing I need to see is him to have the heart palpitations again. Because so I need to see about that back line that he did before. So Lasandro, Delete, Evans, and Diego Delo, that needs to play again. I'm seeing this revisionism from this fan base right now with Harry Maguire. That's going to be for when me and you can talk. I'm not going to try and get this show over the original time. I'm not going to speak on Harry Maguire. But the midfield against Fenerbahce, he has to match physicality with physicality. He really has to do it, though. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to lie. Fenerbahce's midfield is going to do their best to rough up Manchester United players. And I know the players that Mourinho are going to target. Casemiro is going to be there. We don't have any other midfielders. Wow. It's not like we call this flawless, that if what's going to happen if Ugarte gets injured, we don't have no one to play in our midfield, because I said to Saeed, you're banking your season on Kobe Mino. So what's going to happen when Kobe Mino gets injured? Surprise, surprise, Kobe Mino is now injured. So Ugarte and Kobe Mino is injured. So we have no one in our midfield. But let us continue now. It's going to be Casemiro, Eriksen, and I still believe they're going to find a way to force Mount back. I don't think he's not going to use Xerxes. He's not going to use.
I don't think he'll be Xerxes. I think he'll be Agate, Cass Eriksen.
Yeah, is he back? Is Ugarte back? Is Ugarte like back?
Yeah, Agate go off the bench.
Yeah, he played last game.
Yeah, I think it'll be that three. That's the three.
Yeah, that's the three that I would go with. That's the three that I would go with.
You know what's crazy? I actually think it's a good three.
It is, because it's literally just two tacklers and a ball player. This is something that I've always said. Just Casemiro and Ugarte win the ball, give the ball to Eriksen, have the players up top just move so Eriksen can see them. It's not that difficult. That's the midfield that I would play, because you need to try and match bruisers with bruisers. Fred will be man marking whosoever is playing in the 10. I'm just going to put it up right now. Fred's going to mark whosoever is in the 10. And since it's Eriksen, and if it's Eriksen, Eriksen ain't passing Fred. Eriksen is not going to pass Fred.
Yeah, I don't think he has to pass him in regards to, he's not going to run past him.
No, but
pass it around him. Pass it.
That's what it is. To get that done, you have to have a competent system.
Thank you.
That's actual possibility.
It has to be passage of play. What's beaten Fenerbahce so far this season is passage of play, because he uses Fred as how he used Ander Herrera. So if you have a passage of play that can cut open Mourinho's low block, you can get Fenerbahce are susceptible to attacks. The thing is this: Man United players have no chemistry with no one. If Eriksen beats the Fred press, who's going to link up with who?
Yeah, that's where the problem arises if he does go with that free. If he goes with that same free.
I'm gonna be real, fellas. This game right here,
go on.
Mourinho about to test that gangster.
What do you think he's gonna do? Go on, talk about it. What do you think he's gonna do, Eddie?
Kaneki outlined. Kaneki's gonna go. I mean, Jose's gonna go. You remember what was it? Doctor Strange, right?
Yeah. I need to rewatch that.
There's a thing. What was it called? The Darkhold.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the book of all spells and all that. That's what Jose about to go to, his dark arts bag.
You reckon
the factors that
bag
play
of tricks.
Here, people.
Go on.
We have Mourinho, Turkey, players who want to show us up. That is a recipe for disaster that this team is not ready for. It's one thing to go to Portugal, play Porto, a week in Porto side. It is another thing to go to Turkey and play a football game.
So you reckon they could fold because of the fact that it's in
The only
Turkey.
The fans are crazy, you know.
Style.
The fans out there, mad, you know. The fans are crazy.
Yeah. The fans are crazy.
Yeah. On the mad thing, do you know what I mean? About 10,000 jumping
I can
down.
see that.
I've experienced an angry Turkish person before. Y'all closer than me, but it's gonna get ugly.
That's funny. That's funny.
We have to realize, like, are they mentally built for it? That's
when they go 1-0 down and they start,
Yeah, because remember, what were we up? We was up, and Galatasaray is a better team. We was up, 3-1?
Yeah,
2-0.
lost. 2-0 and lost.
Against Porto, you talking about?
You're
talking about the Galatasaray game.
Galatasaray.
Oh, Galatasaray. Yeah, it was 2. I think it was 2-0, 3-1, something like that.
Yeah, 2-0 and we lost because Eddie, what they don't get is this. Let me I don't want this to be long. Let me explain you what Fenerbahce's team is. Everybody in Fenerbahce's team has played and beaten Manchester United. So Mourinho's lineup will be Luka Vosic in goal. That's the Croatian goalkeeper, right? In their defense, knowing Mourinho, Sionchu is going to play.
Let me see that team. Go on, carry on. I'm listening, Kaneki.
Yes.
I know Sionchu's there. Edin
Sionchu's
there. Saint Maximum's there as well.
Saint and Naziri. And Naziri is there. Remember him who stitched our net for Sevilla that knocked Man United out the Europa League?
The Leicester brothers.
Yeah. El Naziri has knocked Manchester United out of Europe 2 successful times. Every time he's played against us, he's knocked us out He's knocked us out of Europe, and he's there. Tadic is there, who's knocked us out of Europe. Kostic is there, who's knocked us out of Europe. And Dzeko, that's put goals past us consistently, is also there. Do you see this? Fenerbahce's team not only knows how to play against Manchester United, they have players that know how to beat us. They know players how to beat us. And knowing Mourinho, he's going to go a back 3 of Jesku, Sionchu, Basejo. His left wing back will be Kostic, because let's remember, Kostic can play.
They got Lord
yes, they do.
In the back line?
Yes, they do. So that's going to be their back 3. That's going to be their back 3. Kostic is going to play as a left wing back. Mulder is going to play as a right wing back. The 2 DMs will be Fred and Amrabat. Their attacking 10 will be Tadic, and the 2 strikers will be En-Nesyri and Saint Maximin. Or if not, En-Nesyri and Dzeko. So you're going to have 2 powerhouses up top, and the person that's going to be stopping them
what
is...
What are you saying? They're going to play 4-4-2 or 4-2-2-2?
They're playing a 3-4... 1-2.
This was in the last game. Obviously, this is only on Google. They've got it as like a 4. It's a 4-1-4-1. But it might be Amrabat and Fred.
That's the thing with us as well, yeah. Because Fred
and
quite defensive minded as well. That's a horrible combination for us, because we know that any midfield that has 1 extra player than us, or even sometimes the same amount of midfielders as us, we struggle. So Kaneki's onto something here, you know what I mean? So,
Mourinho will play a back 3 against us. He will play a back 3 against us. And then he's going to play 2 target man up top. He's going to do the Burnley Chris Wood and Ashley and West and Barnes. That's what he's going to do. So you're going to have a pensioner. You're going to have Johnny Evans and Delete, who struggle with physical players. Going up against 2.
And you're not there.
You want Lisandro Martinez to play against En-Nesyri and Dzeko.
He's definitely going to play Lisandro, though, isn't he?
He's going to be. He can go again. En-Nesyri is 6'3" and Dzeko is 6'5". And Kostic, let's remind you, Kostic and Tadic are very good at crossing the ball. So all Mourinho has to do is just continue playing it long. Man United's whole team is susceptible to long ball. Consistently, whenever played against long ball, we struggle. Mourinho is going to go a back 3 against us, put Witt out top and tell them, put the ball in the box. And if anything, he might take off one of them and bring on Saint Maximin. Please tell me who in our team is going to be catching Saint Maximin.
Yes.
And we don't have, I would be shocked, but he might put Mazraoui back in the fold of things. But I don't know if you guys have talked about it.
Holy shit! Sorry, I was looking at Jacko. Scored 26 goals in 44 games already for them.
I'm telling you, they got some players. Jose only knows football one way. You have to be old and seasoned and a dickhead to survive with Jose Mourinho.
And this is props to Jez. What are you saying here? Because he said them guys struggled versus Rodion.
Yeah.
It is a game for Johnny. You know what's crazy? I trust Johnny Evans in this game.
No, I trust him. I don't trust Delict though. I don't trust Delict though. When he got to face physical strikers.
Yeah.
Because every time in every key games.
We all saw what that kid in Porto did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was an eye opener for me. And I can't say for certain. But if I'm just being honest, Jose is going to treat this like his fucking Super Bowl. Like it's
go on, talk about it.
Because again, the amount of disrespect that we put on his name because of his tenure here. Before let's be real, before even Tottenham, it all came burning down in Mourinho's mind the moment he came to Manchester United. If you had a truth serum, right? And you asked him, which club would you want to beat the most? Which club do you hate? I swear to God, we're at the top of the list.
Yeah, of course.
We are.
When that Pogba situation happened, in the eyes of, because he's again, we grew up with Mourinho, so we understand who he is and what he brings to the table.
Absolutely.
But there's a generation younger than us that was barely alive for his dominance. So when you go against a Paul Pogba, social media does a great job of building narratives that can stick with you way past how they really should. And if we're being honest, United was at a shit point in its life, in its span, and Mourinho was not the manager for us at that time because we weren't a serious club for him or serious enough for him. So this is the big payback for him, man. And Turkey's teams love when United comes through. We have a terrible history in Turkey. So people, just get ready. It's gonna get real crazy. And that atmosphere is gonna be bananas. That's for sure. This is gonna
And they have a left back as well, someone that I've been praising so far called Jaden Oswaldo. He's fast. Not only is he fast, he's a bastard. He is the typical. Put it like this: he's a regen.
What's his name?
Patrick Van Aanholt.
Oh yeah, I know Patrick Van Aanholt.
He's not Patrick Van. He's not. His name isn't Patrick Van Aanholt. I'm just saying he's a regen Patrick Van Aanholt.
What's the name of the fullback? Say his name.
His name is Oosterwolde. Jaden Oosterwolde, a 23-year-old Dutch left back.
Yeah, because Van Aanholt was good back in the day.
Yeah, I said Van Aanholt. Yeah.
And that's what he is. He's a prick. Slight tackles. He's aggressive. He's a nasty player.
He can do the mad running thing as well. He just gets the ball and just runs. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's going to be, and he might play. I know I'm saying Kostic because I expect Mourinho to play a back three, but if Mourinho doesn't play that, he's going to be the left back. He has a very freaking good cross on him. Very, very good cross on him. And he's a bastard. And when I say he goes in aggressive in tackles, I mean, he is susceptible to a red card. That's how aggressive he is in tackles. And the person he will be coming up against is Garnacho. He has one of the highest defensive work rates in Turkey right now as a left back. He hasn't been dribbled past that. He's been dribbled past the least out of any left back in Turkey.
Mad.
That's what Man United are going up against.
It'd be interesting to see who he plays on the right hand side still. Does it that also mean is it Rashford on the right, or does he switch it and play Garnacho on the right and put Rashford?
Whoever he plays on the right has to be resilient.
Yeah,
whoever plays on the right has to be resilient because Oswald is not a player to just I can just put someone there and they can get the best out of him. Nope, not this guy.
Do you know what pisses
He's literally Yeah, I could call him. I calling him the Dutch Wan-Bissaka isn't too far. He's just technically better than Wan-Bissaka. That's what he is.
Do you know what pisses me off? That we don't even have like that front three that I think Ollie had at the start when it was Greenwood, Martial, and
Leon.
That man will cook it. That man will cook
Leon,
it.
I've said it before. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer had the strongest Manchester United team ever. The strongest Manchester United team ever. And instead of sacking Ole and going for Carlo Ancelotti, we kept Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. This man had Cavani, Mason Greenwood, Anthony Martial, Marcus Rashford, Pogba, Van de Beek, Bruno, Matic, Fred, Alex Telles, Rafael Varane, Eric Bailly, Lindelof, Harry Maguire, Wan-Bissaka, Diego De Leon, David De Gea.
That's that fair, yeah.
We had the strongest team we've ever assembled since Ferguson, and we gave it to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
We deserve
Never forget.
So what do you man think? What do you man think the score is going to be?
0-0.
You know what? It could be that. You know, it could literally be that.
I like
0-0.
I like
I think 1-0 or 2-1.
I like 1-0 United losing. Because here's the thing. Like, we spoke on like why we don't like certain players, but I feel like that's really gonna be evident in this game. Like, when people think we just decide, yeah, Ahmad's a great player, we just make that shit up because we don't like the rest of them. No, it's because we understand what technically he brings to the table, and also he's not that bad of an athlete. So if you want to play an athletic game, you can. He can survive, but you're not gonna see the best out of him. Mourinho will set up with a low block. It'll be hard to beat. In addition to him setting with a low block, we don't know how to keep the ball. We'll struggle on both sides. Like, we can't keep the ball. We can't break teams down. We can't defend. That's why everybody looks good for us. It's like we always mix the perfect factors for anybody to look good against us because we're playing against ourselves.
And we're weak to set pieces. Don't forget that. We're playing against Mourinho, and our team is weak to set pieces.
Go back to what Eddie said there, yeah, about we can't keep the ball. It feeds into what you said, Kaneki, where they're just going to break on us. Do you know what I mean? So,
Saint Maximum at pace, crossing.
Xhaka arriving late and then holding up. Because even if Xhaka's like got the ball in and around the box or in the box, we're in panic stations, and he's old. Yeah. So Manchester getting the ball off him and break him, but it's not. Everyone panics.
And he's two-footed. Like, let's remember, Dzeko is two-footed.
He just needs that.
Like, let's just remember.
You ever watch Masters Football? He's like Masters Football now. You know, they walk.
They walk.
Close, slap bottom corner, done. Do you know what I mean? So
they play at a snail's pace.
Yeah, set piece is going to be horrible.
Yeah, like
it's going to be horrible.
The worst thing is just I can just see Jose playing a back three.
Yeah.
You see, like what he did to us when we played against Spurs, where he had Harry Kane and Heung-min Son up top, when he was playing Eric Lamela at right wing back. Like, I can see him doing that again. I can just see him just playing just a shithouse 5-back against Manchester United, suffocate us, and just play for set pieces. Like, it's the worst thing.
They're better than Brentford, I bet.
No, they are, and it's just how I'm seeing Mourinho. How I've seen Fenerbahce play this season, because they haven't been that great in the league, but if it's one thing Fenerbahce doesn't struggle to do is score goals.
Yeah,
they don't score goals. Like, let me try and put it in better terms for you. They've played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 games. None of them have ended 0-0. They've scored in every single game they've played. Fenerbahce doesn't struggle to score goals.
These brothers got packed up by Ziyech last year. After that shit, I can't even click past anybody. what's the big tall African? He scored.
Which game was this?
He had a hat trick, right? Last game.
Which game? Who?
Porto.
Oh, you talking about Amradion? Oh, you talking about Amradion?
Yeah.
Yeah, Amradion. Yeah. Amradion had us on the ropes, fam. Yeah, he did. He just bullied them, man. Amradion just bullied them, man, for true. It was crazy.
Not looking good, man. It's not looking good at all.
We managed to get out. Well, yeah. Well, he scored 2. He didn't get a hat trick. It was a brace for him, but yeah, it was mad.
He scored a brace.
Scored late on. Yeah, but Maguire scored late on. Yeah, it was.
Oh, can I tell you one more thing? Just one more.
Of course. Thing. Yeah, of course, Eddie.
Manchester United fans, get some respect about yourselves. Honestly.
All right, talk about it, fam. Because this is where we got the title from. Before we go to the West Ham game.
This is the craziness of this club's fan base right now. We just beat Brentford, barely beat Brentford, and you're telling people to be positive. Who are you people doing this for? Who are you trying to impress?
Themselves.
They come across like, y'all probably have been through this. It's like, it's your boy's party. It's your boy's birthday party, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's say he got a girlfriend, and his girlfriend got friends. So she invite all of her friends. And y'all going out, you got this one brother, he holding the door open. He laughing at all the jokes. He talking about, yeah, I'm going to buy y'all the drinks. Don't worry about it. It's on me. And we're like, brother, you ain't never acted like this before in your life.
You're the guy that said, oh, yeah, we got a meeting with Jay-Z tomorrow.
You know what I'm saying? He laughing at every joke. Homegirl can say the sky is blue. He out here acting like he had an Eddie Murphy stand-up special. This is what y'all look like out here. Yeah. Desperate, thirsty, dirty. Do not go on to anybody's platform and tell them to be positive after a result like that.
No.
You just don't look good.
Thanks.
Do not talk to us about the talent level of a Garnacho or Erasmus or who else? Rashford. Let's say Rashford too.
Rashford, right? Yeah, Rashford, Garnacho, Hoyland, yeah.
Bruno.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know why? Because we've been here. We are not new to this. We are true to this Manchester United shit. We have shown on multiple occasions who we are. Please, people, do not let them gaslight you off of a bullshit performance against Brentford. A Brentford team that wasn't with Tony, that had probably lost some other players to injury and the likes. And
Visa was on the bench.
Yeah, Visa was on the bench. Yeah, that's true.
He was on the bench. And honestly, they don't even deserve to be in a conversation with clubs that spend the amount of money that we do. Yeah. When them brothers lost 4-0 in that community center, we should have known by then, but we were being hopeful. This team will not be good until drastic changes happening. You are insane. You're insane on a definition level if you think these same players will give you something to cheer about. Because insanity is what? Doing the same thing and
over and over.
Different results. We rely on the same players. We rely on the same manager. We rely on the same tactics week in and week out. Brother, you can't defend this at all. You can't prop it up at all. It is what it is. I taste vinegar, but they're telling me it's vodka, Kaneki. How's that work?
What's worse is this. A certain player out on loan in his 5 games had one bad performance. And everybody is dragging him. Let me tell you something, because this fan base is so sad. You see, when Sancho wants to see Manchester United, this is what he has to do. See? He has to scroll.
Talk about
all of you going around making fake Chelsea accounts as Manchester United fans. How lonely are you? How lonely are you? How lonely are you? Do you not have a girlfriend? Do you know what outside looks like? Have you ever touched grass before?
Crazy.
Do you have a job? What's wrong with you?
Crazy.
Sancho is at Chelsea. Leave him there. Leave him there.
He's cooking as well.
Yeah, leave him there. Sancho has a bad performance. That's not your problem. That's Chelsea's problem. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Worry about your own players. You're trying to tell me about Bruno Fernandes. Congratulations to Bruno Fernandes flick. You now have the same amount of assists in the Premier League as Bern Leno.
Man.
Yo, these stinky ballers, man. Stinky ballers.
Stinky, bro. Stinky.
Why are you going at Sancho? Sancho got stinkered and hooked against Chelsea. Sancho completed more take-ons in the first half against Liverpool than Man United did in 90 minutes against Liverpool. Sancho had more completed take-ons in 45 minutes.
He joins the many players that have got individual stats that out-trump the whole squad. Imagine that. There's a list of them now. You have to start putting a list together.
Yeah. You know, and the worst thing, if the penalty against him was given, it's a different story. It's a different story now. But I'm not going to go there. Why are you so hung up against Sancho? Sancho is Sancho and Chelsea are sixth in the Premier League, trying to get into Europe. You're trying to fight relegation. You're 3 points up. Like, what was it? Oh, we're 3 points off Chelsea. Like, motherfuckers. You're 3 points off Chelsea. Yeah, you're 3 points off West Ham as well. Like, let's remember, 3 points and we catch Chelsea. Yeah, and you're also 3 points ahead of West Ham and Everton. Yeah? If Leicester City wins and Man United lose, Leicester go above you. Stop trying to compare your points to everyone in the team. Yeah? Stop it. Focus on Manchester United right now, yeah? Focus on Manchester United. Focus on your club and what's going on right now. I'm Real Madrid. I'm not looking looking at what any other players are doing. I'm focusing on Real Madrid. Yeah, I'm focusing on Real Madrid. Sancho don't give two shits about Manchester United right now. He's trying to get his career back. Why are you stuck up on Sancho? You're telling me about Garnacho. Garnacho scored 2 goals and have 1 assist. Okay. Okay. And Sancho's 3 assists took Chelsea from 8th to 5th. Garnacho's three goal contributions took you from 14th to 12th. You're still closer to relegation than you are making it to the Champions League. So anytime I hear anybody trying to come at me about Man United are 3 points off noisy Chelsea, you're 3 points ahead of Everton, who lost their 4 games in the league. They lost 4 games in a row, Everton, and they're 3 points behind you. What makes more sense? What makes more sense? Man United catching Chelsea or Man United falling behind of Everton? Which one do you think is more achievable this season? I told Saeed in August, Man United are going to spend 2 months on negative goal difference. We're at the end of August and Man United are still on a negative goal difference. I said that before the league started. That Man United will spend 2 months on a negative goal difference. Why was I able to call that? Yeah? I need to understand. Is it the fact that you guys just sit down and you have to chat shit to remain relevant? Yeah? Is that what people do on Twitter right now? To remain relevant, you have to chat shit? Is that it? You can't just gain a following for just speaking facts. You have to be chatting shit and trying to appease a bunch of kids. Is that what you guys are doing right now? Yeah, man, let me go on Twitter and just say some raucous things so I can get involvement because I'm very lonely in my life and have nothing better to do. You scraped a win against Brentford and you're cheering and jumping around. Real Madrid scraped a win against Celta Vigo and everyone is going at Real Madrid players. Bellingham is getting dragged. Valverde is getting dragged. Camavinga is getting dragged. Tchouameni is getting dragged. Mbappe is getting dragged. We beat Celta Vigo and our players are getting dragged for playing horrible. You scraped a win against Brentford.
And y'all want to talk stuff.
And all of a sudden, if we go on this, but if we go on a run, we can actually make it. You actually do what? If my grandma had balls, she'd be my grandfather. Stop with this.
It's crazy, bro.
Pathetic fan base. And then everybody's now blaming Xerxes. Why are you blaming Xerxes for? He's a young striker, isn't he not? Xerxes is
Oh
a very young
no.
striker.
He's a young striker, but he's not their young striker. We
Oh,
already
you're
saw
right.
it in the chat. We saw it in this
No,
chat.
yeah, I saw it because everyone is like, he missed 5 1-on-1s, 5 chances on a 1v1. Rasmus Højlund in 16 games missed 37. 37. I note in them 16 games he scored 0 goals. And I'm looking at it right now. I'm seeing all these links that Man United want to get rid of Xerxes, and I'm like, you haven't given him 10 games to prove himself. You gave Højlund 16 games in the Premier League to prove himself. Rasmus Højlund hasn't even started 8 games in the league. And you're calling it quits on Rasmus, and you're calling it quits on Xerxes. Xerxes hasn't played 8 Premier League games, and you're trying to tell me that the clubs call it quits on him. But Rasmus Højlund is out here going 16 games, no goals, no assists, and it's just give him time.
It makes sense
Every
to
time,
them.
fam, I've heard someone on Saeed's chat, and it's someone I want to speak to. It's someone I want to speak to when he's like, the players, the shit players, we're comparing shit with shit, right? And he's saying, why could this guy make it and not this guy? And I'm like, players at Man United, you have some players that are allowed to fail here. Players that are allowed to fail and players that don't have the privilege to fail. Amad Diallo will never be given the opportunity of Garnacho. Man United have allowed Garnacho to fail here. Amad Diallo isn't allowed to fail. Yeah? Amad Diallo is not allowed to fail. Bruno was allowed to fail here. Donny van der Beek was not allowed to fail. Yeah? Rasmus Højlund, yeah, he can fail. Xerxes can't fail. Harry Maguire can fail. Eric Bailly wasn't allowed to fail. This is how it is with these guys. You pick and choose who you want to defend. And when they play bad, you're saying, well, this guy that you brought in isn't nowhere near as bad, is even worse. And I'm like, the guy that we brought in wasn't given the privilege of the guy that you guys have. 16 Premier League games and you did nothing.
No, I think, again, different courses for different folks. Like, people, when you look at our attacking options, we look at them before the season, we told you, we'd be shocked if we get 50 or 60 goals. 60 goals more appropriate. We'd be shocked if we got 60 goals.
I said 44.
What we're dealing with is a team who honestly doesn't have a footballing brain between the 4 of them. That's what we're dealing with. That's the type of team we're dealing with here. They do not have a footballing brain between the 4 of them, and that's who you're relying upon your attack.
Big up you, man. 2 things. One, for holding it down or just sorting out some stuff. And second, I know exactly what you're talking about when you said that 4. And I didn't even hear beforehand.
Don't even need, because you already know the vibe. You know the vibe.
I know you're talking about that quartet.
I know exactly what I'm talking about. I know you're talking
about the quartet. Yeah, 110%. Big up everyone that is still tapped in. Absolute real ones as well. I take this with a pinch of salt, people, because I'm hearing a lot of reports coming out and all this type of stuff. With Xerxes, I don't believe any Xerxes talking about, he wants to leave just yet. I don't believe that to be the case.
No,
he won't be happy with the start, but he would be happy with the start. So I take that with a pinch of salt. He's not going to be happy with the start. He's not performed well. Of course he's not.
Look at the entire setup. You got to look at the entire setup, right? Mm-hmm. Look at what he has to deal with.
Facts.
And who he has to deal with that bullshit with. Yeah. And you understand completely why he's upset. Because, again, you're surrounding a smart kid with dumbass students. sooner rather than later, he's gonna look like a dumbass too.
Thanks.
They always say, never argue with a fool because it'll be hard for somebody on the outside to tell who exactly the fool is.
Yeah.
Don't play football with bad footballers because then you next thing you know, they'll be unable to tell who the actual footballers are.
Because in his games that he's played, because I've watched some of the, I'm not going to say highlights because I've rewatched some of the games where he's played. I've seen Xerxes in those games create moments for Man United to score. But the moment the ball goes to Rashford, Garnacho, or Bruno, that goal scoring opportunity crumbles, and then they turn it to Xerxes playing bad. There was a point in the game against Crystal Palace where Xerxes had the ball and played Rashford through. All Rashford had to do was cut in and find a pass. Rashford tried to drive the ball in and ran it out for a goal kick. And everyone in that game, when it ended, said, Xerxes played bad. No, Rashford makes the right decision. We have a goal-scoring opportunity. But this is the thing is, as I said before, I'm trying to explain football to unintelligent people.
He wastes away. It's definitely a waste of time. And let me get to this as well. Big up to Meron, who says this is breaking. Manchester United have made contact with Xavi twice in the last few months through intermediaries. And this is from Chris Wheeler DM. What I'd say about this is take it with a pinch of salt. That's what I would say. Yeah. Take it with. I take the Xerxes. Yeah, the Xerxes news.
This same dude said that Man United were talking with Zidane. This same dude said Man United were talking with Zidane.
People got to understand this is that Manchester United generate you when it comes to social media. Someone mentioned it in the algorithm. They will get you retweets. They will get you likes. They will get you quote tweets. They will get you replies. If it's on your website, they will get you clicks. They will get you views, especially when you are a journalist, especially when you are a news reporter. So take all of it with a pinch of salt. Like I said, this news here on Xavi, also the information about Xerxes being unhappy, and it's easy to say as well. The team's not playing well, individuals aren't playing well, the manager's under scrutiny, under a lot of pressure. So of course it's easy to say, of course Xerxes not going to be happy. That'd be silly if he was, but that's not just Xerxes. Who is happy at Manchester United? Who is performing to a high level? You think Agate's happy? No. You think Xerxes happy? No. You think De Ligt's happy? No. Mazraoui, no. Even though Mazraoui and De Ligt have played better than the former, the first two I just mentioned, you think they're happy with where we're at? No. You think the aim, 22nd of October, was for Manchester United to be in 12th in the Premier League and have drawn our first two games in the Europa League and be 21st, 22nd in that? Of course not. So these things are just common sense, but
I know Rasmus Højlund and Garnacho are happy.
Yeah, the thing is they won't be because Højlund's got one goal he scored this season, 2 goals this season. Garnacho's got a couple. No one's gonna be happy because everybody is under scrutiny. Everybody is. So, but if Kaneki says it, or Eddie say it, or Leon, or I say it, or someone else says it, it's kind of like, oh, you hating. But when a journalist says it, people want to run with it. It's like, come on, man, just use common sense. They know exactly what they're doing. Yeah, go on.
The worst thing about it is when I'm seeing these guys, when I'm seeing them jump around and they're saying, I see them going at Sancho and then they're like, with Garnacho, he scored 2 goals and everything. Okay, can any one of you answer me this question? Who has the most goals at Old Trafford right now in the Premier League?
Liverpool and Spurs.
No. Who scored the most goals? Player. I'm asking you. Which player has scored the most goals at Old Trafford this season?
It is Xerxes. Is it not Xerxes? No, he's joint. Is it not Xerxes, Rashford? Not Rashford. Xerxes, Højlund, Garnacho. In regards to in the Premier League. I don't know outside of that. But the Premier League is
Luis Diaz. No, it's Luis Diaz.
Oh, Diaz? That's crazy.
Luis Diaz has scored the most goals at Old Trafford this season. Right now, from August to October, Luis Diaz has scored the most goals at Old Trafford. Mm-hmm. But Absolute Bruno and some dude called Trey and these man on Twitter want to tell me about Sancho.
Man said Absolute Bruno, that's funny.
Yeah? These man want to tell me about Jadon Sancho when the person at Old Trafford that scored the most goals is Luis Diaz.
I hear you, fam. I hear you. But that being said, before we do indeed close out, again, run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. It is road to 13,000. We're now in double figures, people. We're now double figures away from 13K, people. So hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get there before November. Before November hits, I want to hit 13,000 subscribers. So the aim is to indeed get there. Eddie, obviously Sunday, we play West Ham. They're not in good form at all. My shout out to Mike, shout out to Lawless. I see both of them criticizing the manager, criticizing the players. I've watched them a couple times this season. They haven't been good whatsoever. What do you expect in that game? I might even ask you if you're confident. That's daft, but what do you expect in that game?
It's just going to be ugly. It's going to be ugly. I'm not going to lie. That's going to be some ugly-ass football in that stadium. And both sides are going to do their part.
Yeah.
No kudos.
What game? The West Ham game?
Yeah, we're talking about just getting his thoughts on the West Ham game. We'll get yours, Kaneki, and then we'll close out.
Thank the Lord, no kudos, because I'm tired of seeing that angry African just run all over that team.
That's a benefit for us. That's a benefit for us.
Dog, he on that Wakanda made All-Star 11.
I said Wakanda made All-Star.
I'm telling you, some of them brothers start running you like, God damn. He pushing people, all types of shit. And then, hey, I enjoyed his red card. I enjoyed, again, I'm peaceful. I'm for peace, but people want problems, I'll bring them to you. Yeah, and he's not missing out on much. Okay, it's playing for Lopetegui. You're not missing.
What have I just come into? Eddie's saying if he's got problems. What have I just come into?
Oh no, I'm saying, thank God, Kudus ain't gonna be playing on Sunday. Because if he was playing,
problems.
No Mazraoui. I'm thinking they're gonna start monitoring his minutes, or not even really using him all that much until this heart issue gets.
Yeah, those heart palpitations aren't good, and based on the spasms that he's going through, if he plays, he's at risk of literally.
Mad.
Yeah, he's had it at Bayern Munich. It was the reason why he got dropped for like 3 months, because it reached to a point where if under stress, his heart would literally stop.
Yeah. Yeah. See, and again, you only got one heart.
Yes, facts.
And the body it doesn't take much for the lights to shut off, so you have to be really careful with that situation. And so those two being out, thank the Lord. Now we're just gonna have Wan-Bissaka out there dribbling in circles.
Jesus Christ! Wait. Who's going to be on his side? Who's going to be on his side on the pitch?
So we got to check. We just do the round in circles, dog. You try to find somebody to pass to. He
gonna be out there dribbling in circles.
Yeah.
Everything comes back to dogs, isn't it, Eddie? Everything comes back to dogs.
Dribbling in circles.
Kickball, chase tails.
Eddie, you can't say that.
He's doing all this, just like Wan-Bissaka in that right corner. Damn, where'd I go? He thought he went somewhere.
Eddie's disrespectful, Eddie said C-ball, kickball, chase dreads.
Exactly. Just like that.
Oh my God, yo.
I said he out there, in my park or something.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. It's gonna be ugly. And then attacking wise, they don't have any type of creativity. And I'll stress it again. Lopetegui. Brother, this is not La Liga. You're not gonna get away with that shit. I understand what he's trying to do, the type of football he's trying to play. But it's not pretty, and it's not for this country. So, I can see why they're killing him. Shout out to Moyes. I always believed in you, Moisey. I always believed in you. And another, imagine back-to-back games, Fenerbahce and West Ham United. Oh my God, it's gonna be terrible.
Yeah, and as I said before, Fenerbahce might injure a couple players. I'm saying it right now.
Yeah. Watch out for, if I had to say who's on the list, Rashford's getting a slide tackle for sure. Oh, for sure.
If it's Rashford over that side, 100%.
Yeah,
Rashford gonna be over there with Wan-Bissaka,
Mourinho put that on the whiteboard. I'm telling you. Soft. SAWFT. That's what they put next to. That's what they put next to Rashford's name. Soft. They're gonna try him. Erickson might make it through out of respect, but shit. This week, welcome to hell, people. That's all I gotta say. Welcome to hell.
What are you saying, Kaneki, in regards to the West Ham game?
Man, I completely forgot that freaking what's that guy's name from
Kudus.
uh
Who?
now what's his name from Black Panther? The one that
Oh,
said there would be no challenge. But
who?
way
Which?
Oh
hard.
yeah.
Him, yeah.
Who? What's his name? Which character?
What is his name? The big the fat brother ever coming about in one challenge.
The
Oh, you're
Oh,
talking about M'Baku.
Mbaku.
Mbaku, yeah.
Oh,
They're
M'Baku, one of
gonna
my
have
favorite characters.
Mbaku at
Yo,
right back.
M'Baku, but M'Baku is Yo, M'Baku
Yeah,
hilarious, man.
That's
Yo, when he
funny.
calls
yeah,
the gal that, when he calls the gal a bald-headed demon. Yo, that shit.
yes.
I felt that.
Yo,
I felt that.
I
Yeah,
said, this
so
you bald-headed demon.
I've been mean. I've been trying to figure out what the hell to call my cousins. Now I know.
yeah,
Bald-headed
man.
demon.
So
Mbaku.
yeah, so they're gonna have
Yo, M'Baku
Mbaku
was
at
on
right back.
smoke, yo.
He's
Yo,
gonna
on
have
smoke.
Mbaku at right back. So I know whoever's on that side ain't gonna do shit. Whoever's on that side don't do shit because we don't have a left back, so ain't no overlapping, nothing. So whoever's on that side with Mbaku, there's that side just locked off right now.
Wait, who's
And
Mbaku in the team? Who's you talking about?
No, he's trying to call
Wan-Bissaka.
Wan-Bissaka. That's
M'Baku.
disrespectful to M'Baku. M'Baku actually like played his role. You know what I'm saying? Even though no disrespect to Wan-Bissaka.
No.
Will be stripped away.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what he's going to do. Whoever plays on that side, your footballing abilities will be stripped away. No football is
Stripped
playing on
away.
that side because because just Wan-Bissaka on a whole, whoever play this, they feel them game finish. Feel them game finish over this. All football finish on that side of the pitch. We watch Sterling die against him. We watch Neymar die against him. Watch Mbappe die against him. Anybody play over there, so dying.
Yeah,
I
just you know
don't
what? Just put
care.
just put Garnacho over that side and let Rashford play on the right still.
Yeah,
that.
it don't even matter. It don't even
Yeah, I like
matter.
Garnacho because I trust Rashford more so on that. Because at least Rashford, the one thing he does have is pace. Whereas Garnacho just has the acceleration and that's it. Let
Yeah,
Garnacho get locked up over there by Wan-Bissaka and at least Rashford over the other side. He can run it. It's a big pitch. You can run away from someone. Yeah, that
versus
fullback. Who's their fullback? What's his name again?
Cresswell.
Why am I thinking?
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care who the West Ham's left back is. I already said before, them not signing a left back this season would cost them. Might as well be a West back them have right now, fam, because there's nothing left over there on that side. But that game
Emerson,
is going to be.
I knew it wasn't. It's Emerson. Yeah, they play Emerson. But,
Ain't no one.
But yeah, your thoughts on the game? Yeah, go on. Carry on.
That game is going to be funny. That game is going to be very funny. I'm expecting it to be hilarious. I might actually watch that game because I'm expecting to laugh. I'm really expecting to laugh. So, Lopotegi, as I said before, you are a Brexit Spaniard. I don't know how you did that.
How they did
I
that?
really don't know how you did that. You are a Brexit Spaniard.
Yeah, how you Spanish manager and you don't try and play technical ball and get on the front foot? That's crazy.
Yeah,
that is crazy.
It's hilarious. But for the West Ham game, I'm expecting a 1-0 loss to Man United because West Ham are going to play for. West Ham are going to play for set pieces. And we all know that no one in our team knows how to stop Souček, as we've seen constantly.
Oh man.
Their back line is soft, but Man United's entire team is soft. So that's just it.
Nah, fair enough. Leon, what are you saying about West Ham game?
We usually have a good record against West Ham, to be honest with you. Apart from that time when they beat us at OT, I think it was a few years back. Was it OT? I think it was at OT. Two quite inconsistent teams, so I don't know. Like it's hard. Like any manager right now would be like West Ham would be the perfect scout to get basically. Like Absolutely. At the time, it'd be good because it would look good and build momentum within your winning streak or within like do you know what I mean, like your undefeated streak. But you just don't know if isn't it? Like if we have an off day,
some could say we could build on the win against West Ham. It's crazy.
Yeah. Kudos and Bowen and them, man. But
kudos suspended as well
this weekend after Fenerbahce. Yeah.
No, it's Fenerbahce Thursday, West Ham early Sunday, 2 p.m. UK time.
2 p.m. kickoff.
2 p.m. Yeah.
I think we'll win it. Famous last words. I think we'll nick it. But then again, it does come down to selection tactic, system. I may as well stop saying system. Kaneki's got it in my head. Like, just don't say the word system. Just say selection. Just say selection. There's no system. Kudus will be out. People are saying, okay.
Yeah, Kudus is suspended.
Yeah,
he got sent off against Spurs.
Oh yeah, he got sent off against Spurs. Yeah.
Kind of sad. I wanted to see him throw some punches at Man United player, especially that dude in number 8.
I'm gonna go for like a 1-0.
He had Van der Sar with that, or not Van der Sar, whatever that Dutch boy's name
Van de
is.
Ven. Van de Ven.
Yeah, Van de Ven with that Wakanda claw. Caught him on.
Yeah. I'd actually want to see him just give just a 1-2 to a certain Man United player wearing number 8.
But let's get predictions from all the man. Joke man. Go to you, Leon. First, Fenerbahce versus Manchester United. Scoreline prediction for that.
Oh, Kaneki has convinced me. I think it will be a 1-0 draw.
1-0 draw. 1-0 draw. Kaneki, what are you saying? Fenerbahce, Manchester United.
Yeah, 1-0 draw.
1-0 draw. Eddie?
Because we're desperate, I'll agree with the group 1-0.
Okay, staying with you, Eddie. West Ham away.
Probably 1-0 United.
All right, fast. Kaneki?
Yeah, 2-0 West Ham.
2-0 West Ham. Leon?
I think it'll be a 1-0 United. If not another stinky draw. I think it'll be a 1-0 United then. I think it'll be two teams that are a bit clueless. And then I think we will make a goal. And I think this is going to be like the 2 games we win, and then we're going to go back to the... we'll draw and a win, and then we go back to the shit again. Because people are going to start saying, he's done 3 in a row now, mate. Do you know what I mean? But it's like, that doesn't mean anything. Like, that means nothing.
Right.
I'm in agreement with you, man, in regards to I think we'll get a draw away at Fenerbahce. I think that'll be 1 apiece. And then West Ham, for some reason, I think...
They're just
more
not
so,
on it, right?
not us being good, them being bad. I think we'll win the game 2-1. That's what it is. So, people, love to everyone that's locked in. We are going to close out. Let me know who is live. Salute to Eddie. Big up Leon. Big up Kaneki. Big up Sheik, who was there earlier. Make sure you subscribe to Sheik's channel. The link's in the title. Get him to 1K. He just hit 500 subscribers yesterday. So the road is now well and truly onto 1K for him. Trying to hit 13,000 here. We are now in double figures, people. And don't forget, we'll be live in an hour. We'll be going live on the playback though, people. Not here on the YouTube. It will be the Sarcasm City TV playback doing the Real Madrid Dortmund game. It'll be Real Madrid versus Borussia Dortmund. I'll start half an hour before kickoff.
All your games on playback.
Do the champion, all the non-Manchester United ones, yes. All the watch-alongs are all on playback. The United ones are both. I dual stream them. But all the other games, all on there. So yeah, people
how's
play
the playback thing? What is it? Subscription thing? You just sign up.
Yeah, you just sign up. Yeah, great question. So for those that don't know, Leo doesn't know as well. Yeah, you literally just download the app. You know what I'm saying, on your phone, and then you just sign up for free in the same way you watch on YouTube.
It's free.
The exact same. Okay, yeah, it's free. Yeah, it's free, people. For those that didn't know, playback's free. You literally just the same thing you do here on YouTube. It's only you hit the follow button over there, and the same way we're on the screen and you're in the chat. Same exact thing. Same exact thing on the playback, and then we just talking about the game. So yeah, get over to the playback because that's where all of the watch-alongs, non-Manchester United, happen, people. Obviously, I dual stream United watch-alongs on here on the YouTube channel. All the other games are on there, people. NBA starts tonight as well. I'll be on there for that too, people. So get over to the Sarcasm City TV playback, people.
Eddie, you're suffering start now.
Dog, that's what I'm saying. I got some Team Black Air Force running all through my court.
That's funny. Who's playing tonight for us?
It's opening. It's the Knicks Celtics and then T-Wolves Lakers.
God damn it.
And we're doing both of those games over on the playback, people. I need to write a message on the community page. But follow the playback because we just hit 700 followers over there. So it's road to 800 followers. You see it there. NBA, Premier League, Champions League, Europa League, the gaming content, playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV, or download the playback app and it's free. Sign up for free. Hit the follow button and yeah, it's crazy over there. And like I said, the NBA content is going to be over there. And we're there for Champions League today, tomorrow. We're doing, today, tomorrow, and Thursday we'll be over there. And Friday for the Leicester Nottingham Forest game. And then Saturday we'll be over there and Sunday. So it's literally football all every day, people. Just watch-alongs every single day. But the YouTube content is still rolling as well. 11:30 p.m. we'll be back live here. Hey, it's going to be a good show, people. The Manchester United Arsenal show. ManDem United. Going to talk from the Arsenal with TJ and Tony. So you already know, people. They play tonight. Yeah. Hopefully Shakhtar nick a draw. They probably won't, but them man are going to be in bits anyway. So they've got plenty of questions. I know they've got plenty to say. So yeah, make sure you are here for that one. Everything I've mentioned though is on the upcoming live stream schedule. The YouTube has an upcoming live stream schedule for those that don't know. Playback does as well. So yeah, you can see exactly what live streams are coming up. So yeah, love to everyone again that has locked in. Absolute real ones. Anything you might want to add before we do indeed close out?
No, just Eddie, man. Next time, just, you know what I mean? Chill a little bit, man. That was crazy.
What I need to add as well, before Manchester United fans try and go at other players, just remember the person with the highest goal contribution at Old Trafford right now in the league is Luis Diaz. The person with the most goals at Old Trafford is Luis Diaz. Until that change, I don't need to hear you propping up any players.
Absolutely. And I can see here who's actually live. You know what? We're going to redirect. You know what? Adam Matic's live. We'll redirect to him. So put Sarcasm City Raid in the chat. But love to everyone. And before we do, don't forget this show, all the other shows on the channel, available on all audio platforms as well. Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud. Follow us up on Spotify, 5-star with Sarcasm City TV. Same with iTunes as well. Again, all of the shows on the YouTube channel apart from watch alongs are on there. But big up
to
everyone that's locked in. Catch you in an hour. This has been the ManDem United podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Salute.
Yo, pause, people. Pause.